Hey guys, so on a recent video I asked you guys what kind of videos you liked, and the majority of you guys said that you liked day in the life videos, which I wasn't surprised, and also organizational videos. And I was surprised by that because I don't really see many organizational videos on YouTube, and actually I'm obsessed with being organized. I love to be organized. I'm definitely the kind of person that goes by the saying, clean house, clean mind. If my house is a disaster, then I feel anxious and I can't relax. It took me a while to be able to let Jane play with all of her toys all at once, scattered around the whole entire house. But I do that, I let her do that now, and I'm just fine. And then whenever she takes a nap and when she goes to bed, I clean it all up. I want to do this video for you guys and show you 4 tips of how to stay organized in your house. And I have a lot of tips actually, but I'm just gonna do 4 today and then I'll do some more later. The main thing about being organized for me is that I know where everything goes in the house. There's a spot for everything in the house. That way it is not a mess around here wondering where I'm gonna put stuff. So that's the main gist of being organized, is always having a place for everything in your house. So I'm going to get started with tip number 1. Okay, so my first tip is to use boxes and baskets. I have so many boxes and baskets just because when I see them on sale, I go ahead and pick them up. Sometimes baskets can be pretty expensive, but we use them all the time. We use small baskets, big baskets. I'm just gonna go around and show you some of the baskets and boxes we use and what we use them for. I'm not gonna show you all of them because like I said, we have a ton. Toy storage is good. There is a ton of toys in here, and we just leave them in this basket. This isn't a box or a basket, but Jane keeps all of her stuffed animals in this tent, which also keeps them away from or out of the living room. We have a ton of boxes right here, or 3 boxes I should say. One has, and I could be more organized, surprise, surprise, of what is in the boxes, but for me it's basically, I can't see it, it's in the box, I can't see it, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't freak me out, and Jane gets into these boxes a lot, so if I had to stay organized in here, I would be doing it all the time. But basically what's in here are controllers to the Wii and Chris's PlayStation, and some exercise equipment, exercise ball thing, and stuff like that. And then in this box, we have all of our DVDs and music and stuff. And in this box, we have our games. We don't have very many games, but, and then any games that are bigger than this, I have in a closet. Let's see what else. We have a basket here for blankets for people that are sitting on the couch. Another basket for some magazines that I like to keep. Let's see what else. Oh, I have a basket up in our, well, I have a lot of baskets. This keeps some extra grocery bags for when we have to pick up the dog poop. This has a lot of random stuff in it. This basket has extra Sam's Club stuff because our pantry can't hold everything. This basket has all of my camera equipment. This basket is down here for anytime we have spills or towels or clothes that I don't want to put in the dirty hamper all the way upstairs. I just go ahead and put it here, and then when laundry day comes, I can sort this as well. This is a bunch of hand towels. And then this is extra dog stuff, their leashes, the key to the pool, and all that. That way, if I didn't have boxes, all of this stuff would just be everywhere. That way I know, like I said, I know where it is, and yeah. Let's go upstairs and see some boxes upstairs. Okay, I have 4 more of these boxes up here, and basically I just have nothing in that one, so extra storage for later. I have some binders in this one. Our Hunt family binder has like our bills and stuff in it. I used a coupon, so I had a coupon binder. This doesn't have anything in it. And then our wedding binder where I kept all of our inspiration because we got married before Pinterest. So that was basically my Pinterest binder. This box has pictures in it. I will show you another way that I organize my pictures. But these are like extra pictures or enlarged pictures that don't fit in my other thing. And then this box is all of our paperwork, which leads me to tip number 2, which is organize your papers neatly so you can find them later on. I know that bills and pretty much everything is starting to go paperless. So eventually you probably won't need to sort and file your papers, but there's still important papers out there. This is the best way I have found to do it. It has been working for 2 years now, and I like how it is working for us. If I ever need any sort of important paper or bill or anything, I can find it within 1 minute with the way that I organize this box. So I'm just going to show you how I do that. So basically I just have a bunch of manila folders, and I just name them whatever it is. So I have our house in Charlotte, any important papers that I have for that, our water and trash bills. Like I said, pretty much all of our bills are paperless now, but when they weren't paperless, I had these. Any important car papers, Chris's IRA, our dog papers, like their shot records and things like that. We have manuals. I know that when you get new things, sometimes you debate whether to keep the manual or to throw it away. We do keep our manuals because sometimes there's warranties, and it's just nice. And instead of them flopping around everywhere and not knowing where they are, you can keep them in here. We have AT&T, we have our gas, and the key to this, for it not to get like overwhelming and like way too bulky and thick, is once a year to go through the folders. Basically the reason why you keep your bills and things like that is in case you get audited for your taxes or something, or you need to look back at your bills. Really, I think the rule is to keep 3 or 4 years worth of information. So I just go through and throw away stuff that I don't need anymore, things that I don't think we'll need, or things that are super old, once a year. And also these manila folders obviously don't keep very well. They can get banged up like that one. So sometimes once a year, if the folder is looking raggedy, then I'll make a new folder or manila folder for it. So this, like I said, is the best way that I have found to keep important papers and bills. We do keep our birth certificates and our social security cards and things like that in a fire-safe lockbox. So if there was ever a fire or anything, it wouldn't burn up. And also, if anybody were to rob us, they don't know the combination to the box and they can't get that information. So that is it for tip number 2. Okay, so tip number 3 is to choose your furniture wisely. I know not everyone has enough money to go out and buy all new furniture. I know we don't, but when we do buy furniture, we don't just go for what we think looks good. Obviously, you want your furniture to look good, but also what is practical and nice for organization. But I'm gonna go around and show you some of our furniture that helps me stay organized. This is the number 1 piece of furniture that I love, and this is our shoe cabinet. It is right when we walk in the door, and this is from IKEA. And basically, like I said, it's not organized inside, but you can't see any shoes. You can't see shoe mess on the floor or anything, and it's super easy, especially for kids to just throw their shoes in here. There's no like special way to put your shoes in or anything, but like I said, it's easy for kids to use. These are just our shoes that we wear most. Our other shoes are in our closet upstairs. But also you could do, for shoes, you can do like a shoe bench where the bench folds open and the shoes are all inside, or again, another basket or anything like that. That'll help, especially if you have kids, there aren't shoes everywhere, all over your floor. Also, any type of dresser drawer or anything like this is good for organization. Like I said, no glass doors or anything. This basically has all of our dog stuff. Their shampoo, their brush, some toys, some bones, some medications. Down here we just have leashes and collars, and a to-go little food thing for them to eat in. And there's nothing in those drawers. So again, there's room for more storage, and that way all of the dog stuff isn't everywhere. This little TV stand I'm not a really big fan of, but I love that it holds my boxes for me, and I also love that it holds Jane's books, and she can easily get to them because they're low down. That is it for furniture, and that is it for tip number 3. Okay, tip number 4, my last tip for today, is to consolidate your things. So I know a lot of people probably have a ton of DVDs. Again, we might be coming up on a time where there's not many DVDs anymore because you can just find stuff on the internet, but we do have a lot of DVDs, and I cannot stand or cannot find a place to put all of those DVD boxes. So what I did was I bought this little box. It's just about as big as my hand, and this is from the Container Store. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but it holds all of our DVDs, and it has a number system. So I took all of our DVDs, took them out of their cases, and threw all the cases away. I basically went on the computer and made an Excel spreadsheet and put it in categories for like kid movies, Chris and I's movies, what else is there? Oh, all of our games, our Wii games, his PlayStation games, all of those are all in here. And so if we are looking for a certain movie, we can just go to the number that's listed on the spreadsheet and pull the DVD out. This way, let's see how many numbers are on here. 120 DVDs and games are all right here. Imagine how many boxes and how much space that would take for 120 DVD boxes. Is crazy. We got this a while ago, and I actually have on my list for my birthday or Christmas or just whenever I can to buy another one, because we have a ton more DVDs. They're all in this box, but it would be so nice to just have 2 of these instead of this huge mess in here. So yeah, we like that, and I'm going to show you our pictures now. So once again, printing pictures is probably not going to be happening for much longer, since we do have the internet and social media and, you know, clouds and stuff to keep our pictures in. But I still have a ton of printed pictures from high school and college, and pictures that I still like to print now for picture frames and things like that. And the pictures were getting out of control, and I couldn't keep them organized. So I bought these. Here, 2 boxes. I got these off of Amazon, and basically these are all of my pictures consolidated. The box of pictures that I showed you before are, like I said, enlarged pictures that don't fit into here. But basically you just open this up and you have little compartments. So I just labeled each one wedding, wedding 1 and wedding 2. And they're just in here freehand. So if anybody wants to come look at our wedding pictures, just open up this box and look at all the pictures. I'm really loving this. Like I said, it's nice to have everything listed. And I actually have a few empty boxes as well. And I think these were only like $15. There's me when I was little. I think these boxes were only like $15 each. So this is a good way to keep them safe, and they don't get all smashed up, they don't get all bent up, and you can still keep all your pictures without them being scattered everywhere. So that is it for my 4 tips for today. Let me know in the comments a organizational tip you have. Like I said, I love being organized, I love staying organized, and I will be sure to make another video with some more tips for you guys soon. Thumbs up the video if you liked it, and I will see you next time. Bye.